The January 28th, 2013 meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call roll?
Mr. Howland? Here. Mr. John Lightfoot? Here. Mr. Michike? Here. Mr. Morelli Jr.? Here. Chairman Rocco?
Here. First off, I'd like to welcome Legislator Morelli to this committee. Nice to have you on board. Thank you. Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There's not.
Is there anyone present that would like to speak before us? And there's nobody here. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes. You have the November 26, 2012 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business.
Referral 13-6, authorize the initiation.
Second.
Moved by Legislator Howland, second by Legislator Michike. Is there any discussion? Legislator Lightfoot.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration. Will you tell us a little bit about this particular legislation? It's about the agricultural and I think protecting the farmland in the county. Thank you. Through you, Mr. Chair, I just have a few questions, a battery of questions, about 3, and I'll just like to ask them. Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, how many acres of active farmland do we have in the county? If you may know, roughly.
It's approximately 110,000 acres within the county. There are 4 agricultural districts.
And through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, how does this compare from the past 3 years? Has it been increasing or decreasing?
Through the chair, it's about level. Every year we have, through state legislation, every year there's an opportunity to add property into the agricultural district. Within the last 3 to 5 years, we've had anywhere from 0 to around 300 acres added per year.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the administration, so do we think that this program is being successful here in Monroe County?
Through the chair, I believe so.
Mr. Chairman, through you to the administration, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but did I read that, and maybe you brought this up as technical support, that there's some tax abatements maybe for those that are participate in this program?
Through the chair, that's a completely different program. Through the state, there is an ag assessment valuation. Again, it's through state legislation. It's identified or levied through municipal assessors. And what that does is it allows the assessor to put the assessment on that property based on the agricultural use rather than the development use. But it's completely separate from the Ag District program.
And finally, through you, Mr. Chairman, how many acres farmland do you think we're going to add through this process this year?
Through the chair, it's hard to guess at this point. Usually, when there's a 30-day open enrollment, and that gives people the opportunity to submit applications to enter the ag districts, it's hard to project how many that will be. A lot of the information goes around by word of mouth, and I don't believe we've heard of anybody that's interested at this point, but we won't know until the end of the open enrollment period.
Any further questions?
Mr. Chairman, if I may ask one more question, please.
Sure.
What are the what effects do we think that it'll have on our tax revenue? Period. Through you, Mr. Chairman.
Through the chair, the ag district program doesn't really have any impact on tax revenues. The only impact that would be from the agricultural assessments that are done through the municipal assessors.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Very good. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there any unfinished business to come before this committee? There being no unfinished business, the January 28th, 2013 meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Planning and Economic Development Committee is scheduled for February 25th, 2013.